All right, Raghav, I've been waiting for a while for this moment. Bring it on, dude. You ready?
For
the pickle eating contest you challenged me to 2 years ago.
Jesse,
Ready?
I have no
Go.
pickles.
Here we go.
I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, good. Good. I'm winning right now.
I have, okay.
Step it up, dude.
That's gross. There's juice on the desk.
Step it up, dude.
I'm out here.
Where you going? Whatever, I win, dude. Oh my God, this is horrible. Whoa. I apologize to whoever's pickles those were. Oh boy, there's pickle juice everywhere. Hey, our first guest is a local South Oakland icon who many of us know. But if you don't, it's time to put a face to the name. He's the owner of Gene's Place over on Louisa Street. Please give a warm Pitt Tonight welcome to Gene! I have pickle juice all over my hands.
That's okay. It's
Okay, yeah. Gene, everybody! Hey, please, sir. Welcome. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Hey, we're happy to have you. What, have you spent much time in this building before?
Yeah, I definitely have. I've taught in this building. I've taken classes in this building, and I guess I'm here tonight. So,
Tell us about so you're from Pittsburgh.
oh yeah, my whole life. I'm
Yeah.
from Pittsburgh. I lived in Oakland until I was about second grade, and then in second grade, my family moved to the South Hills, so I was out there. I graduated from Seton LaSalle High School. From there, I went to Slippery Rock University. And while I was at Slippery Rock, I got a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees. And then I came back to the University of Pittsburgh, where I got my doctoral degree. And I got it in the School of Education, Department of Administration and Policy Studies. And I'm also a part-time professor at Carlow University, and I teach in the Department of Management.
You do it all.
I guess somebody has to.
What about your parents? Did your parents go to Slippery Rock too?
No. Oh, no. My parents went to the University of Pittsburgh. They both graduated from here. They also met here.
They met here?
They met here at the University of Pittsburgh back in the 1940s. I know my mother always said when she went to school here, full-time tuition for 1 year was $150. Think about that.
It's about 10 minutes of class.
If that, yeah.
Something close to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they both met here. There used to be a seismograph someplace on this lower level of the cathedral my father used to run.
Wait, what?
There's
Like an earthquake?
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh?
Well, it's not here anymore, so apparently they didn't find any.
Right, clearly they realized
yeah.
it was in the wrong building.
Yep,
But
yep.
what? Wow. So is that what your dad was working on here?
He got his degree in metallurgical engineering.
Oh, wow.
And it was back during World War II. And then my mother, when she was, as a nursing student here, she also belonged to Delta Zeta sorority, but she got to know Dr. Jonas Salk. So the polio vaccine, actually, when they celebrated the anniversary of the vaccine a few years back, she even wrote a little article for the Pitt Alumni magazine for it.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
So you're a teacher now too. On this, is it? What do you consider? So are you full time at Gene's and part time at Carlow, or full time at Carlow and part time at Gene's?
I would say I'm full time at Gene's and part time at Carlow. Yeah, and I mean that's unfortunately one of the things with higher education today. Universities don't like to hire a lot of full time people to keep the costs down, so they do adjunct. But I still love teaching. So.
What are you teaching?
I teach a number of the introductory business courses. This semester I'm teaching principles of economics and macroeconomics. But
so do you just take your students to Gene, you're like, hey, buy this. Look at how great of a deal this is. And then just like suddenly...
Well, they're more than welcome to come to my place if they're 21.
Yeah.
And I'll take good care of them. Then maybe they'll take good care of me on their evaluations at the end of the course, too.
Clearly a businessman. Right, that's awesome. What? Tell me about the evolution. So you've been in Oakland for a while now. Right?
Yeah. When I came to the University of Pittsburgh to work at my doctorate, I belonged to Phi Kappa Theta fraternity, and I actually lived up on the hill in the house for 3 years. And I was a grad student, of course, when I was living in the house. But one of the brothers up there said, why why don't you go to this bar? It used to be called Denny's Bar. I said, why don't you go there? You know, sometimes there's some older girls that hang out there. Maybe you might find somebody. So I went there, and I started hanging out there, and then eventually me and one of the other brothers moved into the apartment upstairs. And I got to know the owner, and then I started working there, and then I became the manager there. And just so happens he owned another bar. It was up in North Oakland. It used to be called Thirsty's, but now it's called Logan's Pub. And I became the manager of that bar too. And
Is that on Center?
Yeah, it's right at the
Right
corner
on
of the
Center?
Center in North Craig.
Yeah.
So it was up there, and then eventually I bought the bar. And I didn't meet any older women there, but I got married to the bar, so I guess I got something out of it.
Where do you live?
I live right on top of the bar. I live in South Oakland.
Yeah, there you go. Do you love it? What's it like living in South? We had a rabbi on 2 episodes ago, and he lives in he lived in South Oakland. Now he's right outside of it. And for him, as an adult, he loved living in South Oakland. Do you feel the same way?
Oh, I love it. It's a great time. You know, it's like
I don't understand how.
you know,
You're supposed to say no.
No, it's so much fun. How would you ever want to live any place? I mean, you know, you can throw your garbage on the ground anywhere you want. If you got to take a leak somewhere, just let it flow. I mean, it's just, you know. I was at a party on Atwood Street last Friday night. You know, easy crawl home. I mean, you know.
What? Really?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
It's fun.
Also,
You should try it.
I've
never
had
left
my
it.
fill. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, but seriously, I actually I'm right up on York Way.
Okay, so we're neighbors then.
Oh, yeah, I walk by all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say the bar scene in Oakland has definitely evolved. I mean, I was born in '93, and I didn't really come to Oakland as a toddler. So,
I'm not surprised.
yeah, I just didn't get out much. But I guess looking at the bar scene, how it's changed, right? Like, G-Door was Decade, right?
It used to be the Decade, and then it became the Rainforest and the Frog Pond, and the next decade, and then it became Compy's, and then it became the Oakland Cafe, and now it's Garage Door.
Well, didn't like Bruce Springsteen and Bon Jovi?
Oh, yeah, when it was the Decade. Now, I never actually went in it when it was called the Decade, but I always heard the drinks were too expensive. But they had a lot of national acts in there. It was a very popular place.
And there were a ton of bars around. There were like, how many bars?
When I came here back in 1993, we had, I'd say, 15 to 16 different bars in Oakland. Today, we have maybe, 5 or 6. So we've really lost a lot of bars.
Which ones that are here now? So you've got Peter's, you've got Jeans, you've got Hemingway's. You've got Garage Door Saloon, you've got Bootleggers, you've got, I'm probably forgetting some too.
That's pretty much all we got. I mean, I don't...
Sushi Fuku is right there.
What? Okay. Yeah, but there are also restaurants that have liquor licenses too, but I don't really consider them as bars, though.
Yeah.
But we've had a major decline, and you know, in all honesty, the thing that really hurt Oakland, and I think it hurt the university, was the fact that Pitt Stadium was torn down. And on football Saturdays, even if the team sucked, we had a big crowd, influx of people that came in, and you know, they spent money here. So the whole atmosphere was so different on those football Saturdays. I mean, people would be tailgating on the streets. I mean, it just really pumped up, charged up, and with all that business going over to the North Shore now, it really hurt. And I think at some point in time, the university may realize that maybe that wasn't such a great idea tearing that down. But anyway,
What's the relationship like between Oakland businessmen and women and the university? Is it we understand the benefits of you, but we don't want to openly acknowledge it? Is it we love you and we send all our employees to drink after 5 o'clock? Like, what's the dynamic with that?
I personally love the university, and I'm a lifetime Pitt alum member. I have no problem with it all. I'm happy with everything. I imagine some businesses get along better with the university than others, but you know, the chancellor's always welcome to stop in for a beer. I won't charge him either.
I assume you've owned Jeans for how long now?
It was 12 years, 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
February 11th.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Now, when you were renaming it, did you know you wanted it to be Jeans? Like when I started the show, I knew I wanted to host, but I didn't like openly put my hand up. And when somebody posed the question, I was like, yeah, I know a guy. Like I have an idea, you know. But like for you, was it like Jeans done? Like are you over?
I mean, it was a process. I mean, the bar when I bought it was called Denny's Bar, because that was the name of the previous owner. And I figured after I'd spend all that money and everything, it's now Gene's place. So that's where the name came from. But I'd looked at some other names too. But the thing was, especially with it being called Denny's, I used to get phone calls because I was the manager there for 8 years. You know, people, well, what time does your breakfast specials end? Stuff like that. So
That's tough. Yeah. Well, you must have crazy bar experiences, right, in Oakland?
Oh yeah, I mean, I still have crazy ones. A real good experience. There used to be this bar called Zelda's Greenhouse, and it was located where Five Guys is right now. It was a really big, popular bar, and one of the reasons it was so popular, they just basically let anybody in. You could use your Giant Eagle Advantage card to get in the door there. But I remember right after I just came here to Pitt, I was in there, and there was this one girl I was sitting next to, and I was trying to act like really sexy and everything. And she was there drinking and everything, and she went to light up a cigarette.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't smoke.
What year is this?
This would have been 1993. Yeah, fall of 93. So anyhow.
When I was born.
Yeah. So anyhow,
Sorry.
she went
yeah.
to
Yep.
she went to light up a cigarette. So I thought this thing on top of the bar was a cigarette lighter, but it wasn't. It was a pepper spray device. And I didn't know any better, so I'm trying to be really cool and everything. So I pick it up and I start,
no.
and it wouldn't light, and I kept on. And I kept pushing and pushing, hoping it would light. Next time, this poor girl, she falls off her bar stool onto the floor. Then I realized something's really wrong because my eyes are burning and everyone's rushing out of the bar.
Oh, God, Gene.
And I cleared out this bar filled with 500 people. For all I know, that poor girl may have died, but anyhow.
You don't even know?
I don't know. I was running for my life. I had to get out of there. And then when I walked past it later that night, the fire department was there. They had those big fans to blow smoke out of the building when they put it on fire. So.
That's the end of the story? You don't know if she's okay?
Well, I hope she's alive.
What happened to the
bar?
bar?
At least have some flowers or something. If you know what?
The whole bar burned down?
No. It was, they had those fire department fans to take the pepper gas out of the.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a story.
Yeah.
A big part of bar culture is trivia.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. We do it once a week down at my place.
What other kind of stuff do you do? You do trivia?
Well, we just started doing bingo on Monday night. We have board games, traditional board games on Tuesday night, things like Monopoly and Operation and Trouble and all that. Wednesday night, Harrison and Marty do trivia for us. And it's a lot of fun. And that's one of the things, too, because the nature of the bar business has changed some. It helps now to have certain kind of themes or, things that draw people in on the earlier nights of the week, or earlier weekdays. Yeah.
Totally. I've gone to your trivia night a few times.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm all right.
Well, don't worry, I'm all right at it too. I'm not good at it, but I'm okay. I don't get to know what the answers are before the.
I kind of want to challenge you to trivia, but I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like that's overstepping my role as a
Why not?
Do you mind if I challenge you to
I
trivia?
don't care.
Do you guys mind if I challenge Gene to some trivia? Okay.
I'm not saying I'm going to win, but yeah, hey, let's do
All
it.
right, when we come back, I'm going to play some trivia against the trivia master, Gene. We'll be right back after this.
Okay.
Gene, that's an unbelievable story.
Oh, it's true, too.
I can't believe it. I'm blown away.
I imagine if she would have died, it would have been in the newspapers or something like that.
Yeah, you would have seen it, right? And you probably.